Okay, let's start. It's about a golden nightingale. So once
Nightingale.
the nightingale. Okay. Once a
नहीं
king.
पापा नहीं पापा
क्या नाम है इसका?
इधर
The nightingale. ठीक है? Chinese emperor, little girl, a nightingale, and a fisherman. So once a king ruled over a kingdom. He was very kind and just. He took great care of his subjects. People liked their king very much. The king had a nightingale and he loved her a lot. This is the nightingale.
oh पापा जैसे हम सब like night. Everyone could see the video.
Yes.
The friend told me that I. Hello, it's a night video story.
Yes.
Library.
लाइब्रेरी वाली जो नाइटिंगेल है ये वही है तकरीबन बट इट विल बी द सेम स्टोरी ऑलमोस्ट द नाइटिंगेल यूज्ड टू accompany the king in court. When the king got tired, she sang for the king to refresh him. The king had made splendid garden in his palace especially for the nightingale. Many servants were appointed to serve the nightingale and to take care of her. One day, the king was sleeping in his room. A cunning witch managed to steal the nightingale. She changed the nightingale into a and she changed the nightingale into a golden nightingale with her witchcraft. She put the gold nightingale.
पापा पहले नाइटिंगेल कौन सा कलर हो गया था?
नाइटिंगेल का अपना कलर होता है ब्राउन but it turned into a golden nightingale.
But how?
With the witchcraft, she made this abracadabra and something like that.
This?
That the witch. That maybe she.
No, that is a picture.
That's a picture. Okay, we'll see who is the witch. So she put the gold nightingale in a corner for hut. When the king woke up the next morning, he got very anxious and not seeing the nightingale, he tried to find the nightingale but in vain. Then he ordered all the servants to find the nightingale. Everybody searched for the nightingale, but no one could find her. Now the king remained dejected and anxious all the time. The ministers tried to console him and advised him to forget about the nightingale, as it was not possible that she would return. But the king had faith that she would return one day. One day the prime minister said to the king, "Your Majesty, announcement should be made that whoever will bring the nightingale back would be rewarded."
क्या होता है?
Rewarded like he will be given so much money and gold and praise. He must, yes, gifts will be given to him. The king liked the idea and he ordered.
Surprise?
Yes, surprise also. He ordered the minister to act upon the idea. The announcements were made under the supervision of the prime minister. One day, the working team passed by the hut of the witch. When the witch heard the announcement, she got greedy and she thought she could get the reward. She planned to betray the king. She thought she would tell the king about a nightingale which would be imitation of the king's nightingale. So she once reached the palace and said, "The king, your majesty, I know where is your nightingale." On hearing this, the king said, "If you
And
really..."
diamonds, they're going to be got.
Yes. "If you really fetch me the nightingale, you will be given riches and treasure and the diamonds also." The wicked witch told that the nightingale was living on a tree in the forest. So everybody campaigned to
Who's a
watch.
witch?
Which will show maybe it's the next time. Yes, this maybe. She is the witch, I think.
No, he's
Yes.
a boy.
Yeah, this is the one. So they saw that the nightingale was there. The king got so excited to see his lost nightingale. He brought the nightingale to the palace. The king could not wait to listen to the Nightingale song, but when he ordered the Nightingale to sing, the Nightingale began to sing. The king was shocked. He had to.
Papa, she is not a witch.
Okay, maybe, but she is a witch from inside. She doesn't look like a witch. So he had come to know that this was not his nightingale. He has recognized his nightingale's voice very much. Now the witch got frightened and she played a trick. She said that the original nightingale had flown away, but she had a rare gift for him. Then she presented the king's own nightingale to whom she had bewitched. The king accepted the gift and put it in the corner of his room, but he used to miss his own nightingale all the time. One day he began to weep while he was missing his nightingale. A drop of tear fell on the gold nightingale, and the gold nightingale came to her original state.
Papa?
Yes.
What are these?
This is the imitation nightingale. This is the fake one which the witch made.
Oh.
The nightingale.
Wait, Papa.
Yes.
These are singing nightingale.
Yes, this is artificial nightingale.
No, I sang singing.
Yes, she also sang, but she was not singing the right voice. So the nightingale told the whole story to the king. The king got furious. He ordered his soldiers to arrest the witch and imprison. The king and nightingale lived happily ever after. The moral of the story is that there is no comparison of original things with the fake ones.